Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. My name is Nev. I'm a library assistant with San Mateo County Libraries, and you can typically see me at Foster City Library. I'm excited to be here this afternoon to introduce Christina De Witte and Mallika Kauppinen as they discuss their collaborative graphic novel cookbook, Noodles, Rice, and Everything Spice. Before we get started, we have a completely packed lineup of May literary events here at San Mateo County Libraries. Celebrating Short Story Month, Anita Felicelli of How We Know Our Time Travelers, Nina Schuyler of In This Ravishing World, and Zach Williams, author of Beautiful Days, will be at Half Moon Bay Library on Saturday, May 17th at 1 p.m. For fans of comics and graphic novels, read about our April 26th Small Press Comics Expo at smcl.org/Comic Arts Fest on Tuesday, May 27th at 5:30 p.m. Alka Joshi will be at the San Carlos Library discussing her newest title, 6 Days in Bombay. And lastly, on Thursday, May 29th at 6 p.m., log on to Zoom and meet Abby Jimenez, author of Say You'll Remember Me. And you can track all of our upcoming literary events at smcl.org/author talks. As for today's talk logistics, your microphone and video will be turned off, but feel free to use the chat option and submit your questions in the Zoom Q&A. For those who'd like to access live closed captions for this event, click on CC and then show subtitles. And now San Mateo County Libraries is thrilled to introduce Christina De Witte and Mallika Kauppinen. Christina, or Chrostin De Witte, is a Belgian-Thai barista, illustrator, and author of several books, including The Ultimate Survival Guide to Being a Girl, and of course, Noodles, Rice, and Everything Spice. She enjoys weightlifting, cooking, and her cat Nugget. Mallika Kauppinen is a native Thai and now lives in Finland and works as a Thai-Finnish language coach. She is the author of the following books, Opitan Suomea Taisi, volume 1 and 2. I hope I pronounced that right. And of course, Noodles, Rice, and Everything Spice. I have my copy right here. And just to get things started, I'd love to ask the both of you, you live in two different countries. How did your paths cross?
First of all, thank you so much, Nev, for this wonderful introduction. I'm a bit overwhelmed, but we're so happy to be here because even though virtual, this is our first international author talk. So this is like a very big deal to us. But to answer your question, and before I'm gonna show our presentation that we prepared. To answer your question, yes, we do live in separate, completely different countries. Mallika is Finland-based and I am Belgium-based. So basically this is a full circle moment for us because we've met on Zoom too, but for different reasons. But therefore, I'm gonna quickly show my visuals that I prepared for our author talk, so it will become more obvious for everyone. Voila. I hope you can all see my screen. Normally you should. Mallika, could you check in with me? And
yes.
Oh, wait, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
It's perfect. Yes.
Yay. Well, Mallika, this is
Hi.
where we met, right?
Yes. Okay. So hi, I'm Mallika, and yes, so Christina was my student before we became friends.
We've met through a language learning platform. In case you're interested, it was italki.com because I wanted to learn Thai. My mom is Thai, so my mom is Thai, my dad is Belgian. And even though I grew up with like Thai culture when I was younger, I kind of lost touch with my Thai heritage when my parents divorced. So that's where my interest in Thai language sparked, and that's where Mallika came into my life.
Yeah. So we when we became in touch, so we started that I was your teacher teaching language and the Thai heritage. And at the same time, Christina asked me like, Mallika, do you want to join me to make this cookbook together? And I was like, I remember I didn't even wait for her to finish her line. I was like, yes, 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 we're gonna do this because cooking is like in my blood. I started cooking when I was really young. Is for Thai people, cooking is like from generation to generation. So I was ready to jump in this project straight away.
Mallika, I could not imagine like a better perfect moment in my life for you to come into my life, because this project came to my path as well. Because, you know, even though I was still studying Thai with you, it was a perfect excuse for me to, you know, explore other sides of Thai culture, because food is everything. And especially in Thai culture, it's so important. It's historically, it's culturally significant. It means a lot to Thai people in general, but also on a spiritual level, you know, like it's a family thing. So, of course, you and I, we still haven't, by then, we still haven't seen each other in real life ever.
No.
But so we worked on this book like 90% remotely away from each other. So the most of our meetings look like this. And I'm going to quickly introduce you all to our wonderful team, because even though it was mostly the two of us, Mallika and I, we couldn't have done it without our wonderful team at running press, 10-speed press, sorry. At the bottom left, you have Pifan, and Pifan is our photographer, who is, we're going to talk about later again. And then on the top right, that's me. And then in the middle left, that's Mallika. And then on her right, you have our wonderful layouter, designer, Chloe. And then in the middle, we have Kimmy, who is also fully Thai, and Pifan is also Thai. So like, it's a really predominantly Thai, all female project that we have here, which was super exciting. So it is as authentic and original and real as it can get. But it's not because we have this wonderful team and everybody worked tirelessly on this project that everything was very, very easy, right, Mallika?
Yeah, so there are some difficult parts. So when I was, of course, when I was in Finland, my part was that I had to make food and tested the recipe in this very kitchen. So I spent actually 6 months to do all the cooking. I did it for multiple times. It was surprising to me that it wasn't cooking that was difficult, but the difficult part was about timing and measuring. So it was to me like I had to do like experiment, because I had to note down every single thing I did for the dish, like how many spoon of this, how much I need to add, and how long I need to fry or boil, and then I had to kind of keep record in everything I did. It took so much time, but luckily I had my helpers, my friend Boy, and then my little son Lucas, who helped me in the kitchen to get through this difficult process.
Yeah, I understand, because if there's one thing that I understood about Thai cooking, it is cooking with your soul. Mallika once told me, like, we don't do measurements. We just feel like whatever our ancestors tell us, they transfer the message, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you do it with your feelings, you eyeball everything. Like, there's no such thing as measuring soul food, you know, like, so this was very tough, and I can see how tough that was for Mallika, because suddenly you had to, like, you know, like make it more tangible. Yeah, tangible.
Because
so
like normally I would add like maybe like, you know, like 5 drops of fish sauce. Sometimes I do like maybe a little bit more, so 6. So it depends. Sometimes 3, sometimes 6 drops.
Exactly, because it's like, it's all in your feeling. It's like, however you feel like. So while Mallika was struggling with all of that, I was she was perfecting and fine-tuning the recipes. So it was my time to, start illustrating the stories, the anecdotes, the recipes. And the most difficult part for me on this part was there's only a limited amount of space that you have. My drawings are not necessarily like the biggest or like the most bombastic, but as you can see, there you need to balance and weight out text and illustrations, which was very hard for me because I never worked with full illustrations before. So I had to make some tough visual decisions. And for the cover, it was even worse because I had worked out many covers. These are not even all of them, but I have made multiple full covered, full color illustrations that didn't make the cut. But as you can see, like we have a variety of Thai words that we try to translate or translate feelings. For example, im means like plenty, enough, or like home, in combination with like the English word for home and home. We tried to play with the words, but it didn't work out that as we initially thought. Or maybe we wanted to go for like a question, have you eaten yet? Because that's also very, very even maybe like the most asked question. Instead of how are you, it's more like have you eaten yet? Yeah,
the Thai greeting.
exactly. So none of that worked. And then finally we came up with noodles, rice, and everything spice, because we thought like, okay, this contains everything. And then we chose a few bright colors because, Thai food is very bright. It's very colorful. There's a lot of greens, there's a lot of reds. So we chose to go for that. And then like a simple background, no extra things, just like the title, and then all the illustrations in full color. So we had the recipes, we had the stories illustrated. You think we had everything, but then it was time for something very, very important that we didn't finish yet by then, and that was the time for us to meet.
Full photographs.
Yeah. Yes.
So in June 2021, I went to Belgium to meet Christina in real life for the first time, and on that trip we planned to do the photographs of 10 recipes of food as well. So it was very exciting for me actually, and it was like a 2 days of really productive work to do it at Farn place. So Farn is our photographer. So we went to her place to do all of this. It was really fun and really something that is crazy as well. we did like 10 dishes in one day. It was crazy. But it was a teamwork that I appreciated so much, that we could get everything done in one day.
It was because we really had an idea, but we didn't have a clue how to begin with like translating the ideas that we had, because we wanted to show off our Thai dishes, but like in a very bright and colorful way, just like, like in line with the illustrations that we've been talking about before. So there was no other person that came to mind other than Pifan, because she is also a native Thai. She works as a creative director. She's a full-time photographer. So she was the perfect person to do this. But when we came to her home, we didn't have props, okay? So what you see on this picture actually with the tom yum goong, right? It's the dish on the bottom right with the goong. We found
and also the plates.
Oh, right, the plates as well. The plates as well. We found it actually on a flea market right around the corner of Bifan's house, right before we had to shoot this shoot. So yeah, it's a very low budget, friends making art type of work that we've created here. But we had so much fun. I think this has been the most productive week in all of my career, I think, because we worked so well together. We just understood each other. We all ate the food afterwards, which was a big reward. Thank you so much again, Mallika, because you worked so much
Thank
on the
you.
food. You worked so much on the food.
No,
But
you help prepare.
I mean, yeah, I did the groceries, but that's it. That's it. I did the
No, we
groceries.
did together.
But I was wondering, Mallika, do you remember maybe like why we chose these 10 recipes specifically?
Yeah, so basically we chose this based on the popularities of the dishes among the Thais and the foreigners, and also from myself connection. Our connection. Remember, I also asked you like what was the dish that you remember the most from your childhood?
Right. Yeah, so we did a combination of like very popular things and like what we liked actually, like our
Yes.
favorites. Yeah.
And like from 50 recipes, then we picked out the one of the most popular from each category.
Right, of each category. So we have desserts, drinks, appetizers, and everything. Okay, so we had the recipes. We finally had the pictures. And now it was time for me to finalize the illustrations, because this book, the process of noodles, was very tedious for me in that sense that I never worked with colors before. Because if you don't know my work, I'm mostly known for my black and white illustrations. So I've never done anything with this much color before. So how I worked is that I stick to my style, but then I had to quickly learn about color theory. And then, so yeah, oh, sorry, that was too fast. So yeah, these kind of drawings started to exist.
And I really like that this one that you add the Thai traditional elements into it. When I saw it, I'm like, I feel it straight away. I'm like, this is it. Like, how can you like do this amazing job? Like, you know what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. Of course, I've been to Thailand many times before, but how do I translate things from, our youth, or how, like the typical things from Thailand that are maybe not that typical to other people. And to me, one of those things was this typically traditional temple door. It's like an entrance to a different world, right? That's what you explained to me, Mallika, that it's like it's sacred, like when you enter the temple, or you're entering a different world. So you have to step over, like the doorstep. You cannot touch it with your feet, because it's like a form of respect to go over it. And I felt like on a metaphorical level, this drawing of a wooden temple door is a beautiful, like entrance to our recipes, because this is a final illustration before we finally go to, like the world of Thai cooking. And not only that, what was really important to us was that we included all types of noodles, grocery list must-haves, included with illustrations, so you know how it looks like. An explanation of the tools and equipment. We really try to make it as accessible as possible, because we know how intimidating it can be sometimes. Whew. And I cannot believe that we started this project 3 years ago. And look at us now. So this is us last summer, actually. So it's not that long ago, because it was finally time for me to come to you, Mallika, because it was time for us to not work this time, but to celebrate what we have achieved. Because last year, our book came out last year. And then in August of 2024, I decided to come visit Mallika and her family in Helsinki, where we, on this picture on the left, you see me signing one of our books, because we were participating in a Thai culture festival, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it was really nice to see that there was such a big, tight-knit Thai community in Helsinki, which I never expected. I never expected that, but there was a lot of people there, despite the rain. And we sold some books. We met the most amazing people. Somebody wrote a blog about that day and included us. That was so crazy.
Yes.
yeah, we sold a bunch of copies, and then, like, we had some fun. But not only that, we also
Yeah, and so after this event, we celebrated at my home, at like this house. So I invited friends to come join the book party. Unfortunately, Christina had to leave earlier, so she couldn't join this party, but we celebrated anyways with that beautiful cake.
yeah,
I didn't make that. So we had the som tam station on the backyard as well. So I demonstrated how to make it, and then I invited the guests to really come and make food by themselves. So everybody just like enjoyed making food and sitting there on the floor and eat together and just have some good time together.
Honestly,
Mm.
I think forget about like a fondue bar, forget about, like a chocolate bar. The somtam bar is where it's at. The somtam station is what you should have at your wedding, like at birthday parties, like baby showers. I think this is the next big thing.
It's really
Because,
cute, like, and people
yeah,
did it more than one. They made
yeah.
more.
I mean, it's as fresh as you can get, like if you make your somtam one portion at a time, it's always fresh. It never gets, like,
Yeah.
mushy. So you just always fresh somtam. I mean, that's perfect. And I think this is going to be the next big thing because Thai food is gaining a lot of attention lately, like in mainstream media, K-pop stars, Thai pop stars, are making Thai food very, very popular. And we're so happy and we're so excited that not only our friends or our direct family of our fans or our readers or whatever are really enjoying our book, but apparently Noodles is being talked about a few times because we have some nominations, which we never expected, but I mean, it's too cool not to mention in this talk. So we have Epicurious, we have The Beat, we have Esquire. I think we were also Libby Book Awards finalists, and that's really cool if you're chosen by librarians, in my opinion. But also not to forget the Gourmand Awards, which I've never heard about up until now, but apparently it's a big deal in the cookbook community. But if you see there's Thailand, and then you can see noodles, rice, and everything spice, and then our names, because yeah, we've been nominated in multiple categories apparently. So yeah, that's literally insane. So to almost finalize this part of our little gathering tonight, well, for you today, for us tonight, I would like to say that Thai cooking might seem intimidating, might seem scary, but that's exactly why we try to break it down in the most easy and accessible steps. And I think this is like the living proof, because these photos that you're seeing right now is from when I was invited as a guest to a cookbook club in Belgium. And these were wonderful, wonderful ladies that invited me to come taste their dishes that they got from our cookbook. And they made like a total of 14 recipes out of our recipe book, and they all tasted amazing. And I think this is our living evidence. These people didn't have any experience in Thai cooking in particular, so that shows to me that we did a good job, I think. And also a few of these dishes were veganized and they were delicious. So if you're looking to, like make it halal or like vegan, vegetarian, or whatever dietary options you have, there's definitely always a way for Thai food, or our recipes at least, to make them and adjust them to your own. Yeah. And also that it was wonderful to work with you, Mallika. You're the most hardworking person that I know, and I couldn't have done it any without you. So thank you. That's what I wanted to finish with.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you too, Christina. You are also like amazing, and you have been so supportive. Really fun working with you. I really appreciate it. And I would like to conclude our presentation that the biggest wish that I want for the audience today is to be inspired to try cooking Thai food at home. One of the main reasons why people don't why people find it difficult to cook Thai food is about finding the authentic ingredients. So for this reason, that's why in our book we have the section where we guide you where you can find the authentic ingredients in Asian store or even in your local store. And don't worry if you don't find it, you can we have the substitutes for you,
Yes.
right? And
Yeah.
besides cooking, I hope that our little stories and the cultural parts of each dish where it's from could warm your heart and could inspire you to make the reading more enjoyable for you. So it's not hard to cook Thai food. So I hope that you will try it.
It's worth it at least. And before Mallika is gonna take you on a culinary trip because we're gonna make panang curry together. We would like to let you know that you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to write things down because we are giving you the recipe for free in case you don't have our book, of course. If you don't have the book, don't worry. We'll send you the PDF afterwards with the recipe. So you can just lay back, relax, and enjoy the time. Get, like become a little bit hungry before lunchtime. I'm very happy to answer your questions. If you have those, you can just send them in the chat box. And Mallika is gonna try her best to answer some questions too, but like we're not gonna put too much pressure on her. She can do the cooking first, and then she'll reply when like the chicken is sizzling. But yeah, we would like to thank you very much for the listening part, and now let's get to the chatting part. Nuf, take it away.
Okay, so I think I saw the questions popping up asking like where to find authentic ingredients, right?
Yeah, is there?
Okay, so you can find from local store and also Asian store, and a lot of stuff are in the frozen section. For Panang curry today, chicken, I will also introduce you and let to the all the ingredients, and then we'll tell you where I got it. So the first thing is the Panang curry. So this one is from local shop in Finland, and I think that they're available anywhere in the world these days. It can be any brand, but this brand is pretty good. Spice up. So we use 1/4 of cup of the curry. And then we have 400 grams of chicken. We have the kaffir lam leaf and then the red chili sliced. Coconut milk. It can be any brand. Fish sauce. This is also available from local store. Can be any brand. In Penang recipes, we usually use the how do you call it? The small eggplants, right? But because we don't have, so we can use peas instead. And then we have water, sugar, and salt. And then a little bit of oil. So let's start it. So we add maybe a few, like 2 tablespoons of oil to fry the paste. We wait that the oil is warm. In our recipe book, we also teach you how to make the paste from the scratch as well. But the secret is you mix the homemade and the store-bought together. So we fry the paste for a few seconds until you can smell the fragrance. The heat that you use now is medium high. And then you add chicken.
And Malika, there's a question from our viewers, from our participants asking, is it coconut milk and the um, coconut milk? Is that
Yeah.
different from coconut cream?
Oh, yes. So I would say that coconut milk is like a regular coconut milk, but coconut cream is more condensed. It's like more, it's not so much liquid.
Oh, I
It's
see.
more
Christina,
soup.
Christina
Yeah.
explained maybe coconut cream is more for desserts, correct?
It's for topping, for dessert as well, but for
Uh-huh.
topping.
Oh, I see. So you would probably recommend more coconut milk in the curries. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
And some people use the coconut. Well, in Thailand, we use the coconut cream, like the head part of the coconut milk, to fry with the paste and to put topping for the dessert.
I see.
But
Yes.
but I mean, for the store bought like this, it it's okay. Like you don't need to use just coconut cream part to fry the paste.
Yes.
In our book, we have a quick note
Oops.
about
Yeah.
coconut milk and coconut cream and the difference between fresh and canned coconut cream and milk. But in general, so like I said in the chat, coconut milk is generally used in Thai desserts, curries, and soups. But overall, both coconut cream and milk are used in cooking. It just depends on which dish you make, obviously.
Mhm.
But Thai people traditionally grated coconut meat in their own kitchen. They used to do that on like a low wooden stool with a special grater called kratai khot maprao. Do I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, yes.
Woo! And it means a rabbit grates coconut because of the shape of the stool, and it kind of looks like a rabbit head, sorry, since the round-toothed blades look like a little rabbit teeth. And this was the only kitchen duty that Thai kids would fight over, apparently. Yeah. So a little
Not
fun fact.
anymore. Like
Not anymore.
I did when I was young, right? For kids.
Mm-hmm. But if you're looking for a specific brand, feel free to use any brand. But for dessert, we prefer ROID because it has a very similar texture to fresh coconut milk, and it provides the amazingly rich sweet coconut flavor that you're looking for in a Thai treat. But honestly, like the one that Malika has from the store, from the supermarket, is good enough for the yeah.
So the next step of the cooking, when the chicken start to get cooked like this, when we add the coconut milk. You can leave some coconut, like two tablespoons for decoration if you want. Okay. If for those people who don't like coconut milk that much, you can put just half of the coconut milk and then half water. Because the coconut milk from a box like this is very condensed. It's very rich. It's okay to add water.
And thank you, Christina and Mallika, for introducing the brands of the coconut milk. I think, yeah, some people are puzzled of what brands to use. I do see a lot of the brands here at the local Asian stores here too. There's the one that Christina mentioned, RID. There's also, I believe I see it in the stores too, called Xiao Gao.
Yeah, but RID is better.
Is that okay?
Oh,
No,
for
that's good.
me,
That's good.
for me.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so next step, we add 1 teaspoon of salt. And then 3 tablespoons of sugar. And then 1 tablespoon of fish sauce.
Mallika, someone
Yeah.
asked, what dish from the book should I make to impress my Thai friends? I think we both should answer, but you go first.
I think Thai friend would be like som tam, the gai yang, the grilled chicken, and lap, the minced pork salad.
Yes, I totally
Those
agree.
always work.
That's so true. I also think you're doing great if you cook any curry,
Yeah.
more than pad thai. You know, like we've been having the discussion endlessly, like over and over again. But like, if you're going to Thailand, don't eat pad thai. Just eat a green curry. Even eat pad see ew. You know, like impress your Thai friends and order something else outside of the known. You know, but I also think like if you would want to impress me, you can also, like go to the dessert section because we have boa loy, which is my favorite Thai dessert. And it's also fun to make. So it's also like a great idea as a first date to make the boa loy, which are, the rice balls actually. It's directly translated to floating lotus, but it's like how do I it's a bit like tapioca, but it's really delicious. It's sweet, it's a little bit salty. You can eat it with an egg. So yeah, go for it.
And I would add the menu for the Thai. The all-time favorite menu is Pad Kaprao. We never get bored of that. So that would impress the Thai friend for sure. Now we are waiting for the chicken to get cooked for about 5 minutes.
And Mallika, for our vegetarian friends, what would you recommend as a substitute versus the chicken?
Yes, so tofu works for everything.
I see. And tofu, would you recommend the firm ones?
Mm-hmm. For
Okay.
sure, yes.
Okay. And do you think it's necessary to cook it a little bit first before or adding it?
No, I think you can just use it straight from the box. You just cut it into cubes
Mm-hmm.
and then fry with the paste, like how I did with the chicken.
I see. Okay, perfect. That sounds so good.
And you also use pork or beef instead of chicken or tofu.
Sounds
It,
perfect.
yeah, I would like to add that it would be how I do it, however, is to press the tofu first, so it loses a little bit of the juice, so it's like a little bit more dry. Yeah, it's really good. And then for our halal friends, of course, some halal meat would be a great substitute, or just nothing, just the tofu, and yeah, a vegetarian option.
And Penang is a very popular dish. Also here that when we go to the Thai restaurants here too, the Penang curry is very popular. And I think you can play a little bit if what the ingredients you add into it. Not only the chicken and the tofu and other protein. You could
Yeah.
also play around and add a lot of vegetables. Is that correct?
Yeah, the other day I made Penang last week for guests. I put boiled asparagus. So I boiled the asparagus and then I put it like at the bottom and then I add the Penang on top of it. It's really good.
Oh, it's more like was it more like a sauce? It would
Yeah.
yes, more like a
Yeah.
sauce over your veggie dish.
Yes.
That sounds very
Yeah.
scrumptious. Yes.
So now is the dish I'm gonna add the peas.
And as Malika mentioned, normally they put these little eggplants you could find, but if you can't find it, that's why she's substituting it with the peas.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And it's from the frozen section from local
Oh,
store.
perfect.
Yes. And now you can add the kaffir lime if somebody don't like to eat like this when it's shredded. You can put it the whole leaf like this, half of the leaf.
But kaffir is so good. It's so fresh. It makes it so like a little bit soury. I love it. I love the taste.
Oh, and is it easy to find the kaffir lime leaves there in
I was going
Finland?
to say it's in the frozen section from the Asian store.
Okay.
So everything is available in the Asian store in the frozen section. For example, I'm sorry, it's so hard for me to pick up the name. The takray,ค่ะ.
The
Lemongrass.
lemongrass, uh-huh.
Yes, lemongrass. Even chilies, this and golango, turmeric, the pandan leaves. Yeah.
So many great choices in the frozen section. And also, Malika, we have a question for one of our participants. Is the dish you're making spicy?
Now the Penang.
Yes,
To me, no. It's like mild.
I see. So if you prefer a less spicier version of what you're making now, do you just add less paste?
Yes, and you don't need to add this red chili because sometimes the red chili, sometimes it can be spicy, sometimes they're not. So it really depends on like where the chili is from, and I'm not sure why sometimes it's so spicy, sometimes it's not.
Yes, yes, that
So
is.
so you don't need to add the extra chili.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And like you two mentioned, like how you were taught to cook at a young age is more like you're cooking and you're tasting it at the same time so that you can actually determine how much the level of spiciness you'd like it at.
Yeah. So
So
it's
yeah, just do a little taste test, right?
yeah, right now.
That's the perfect way to cook, especially Thai food.
So for this Penang, if it's not spicy, then I would add more chili. But if it's too spicy, then I would add more water. Hmm. It's perfect. Just add. I forgot to add a little bit water.
Mallika, my problem is that I already had dinner, but now I am hungry again. It's really a problem. I'm gonna make some food after this. It's like I can smell it almost.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wish that I
also,
could email everyone.
yeah, email some food.
Yes, a lot of our participants agree to Christina and Mallika. As you know, San Mateo County Libraries is based in California, and we are almost at 12 o'clock. So I think a lot of us are getting very hungry. That looks very good.
Okay, so I think this is ready. It's ready. So I'm gonna put in a dish and serve with cooked food. Sorry, with cooked rice, jasmine rice.
And in your book, I recall saying that having a rice cooker is essential for those who cook a lot of Thai food. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm gonna show you the rice cooker I have.
Is that the same with you, Christina? You were invested in having a rice cooker of your own?
Yes, 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 a million times yes. I think the rice cooker is still the one that I got from my mom, and I feel like it's 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 worth more than gold because I cook with it every week, multiple times a week. So yes, 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 yes. I recommend to all my friends to first things first, buy a rice cooker. Stop cooking your
Yeah,
rice in those little bags. No, that doesn't count. Stop cooking rice with
because
plastic bags.
because like if you don't have the rice cooker, then you take time to do the rice. It's like half an hour, and then you have to like keep watching it,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that it's not burned. And
Yes.
for me, if it's something that I have to do every day, have to cook every day, I rather have the machine so that I don't have to deal with that. Because cooking other food takes a lot of time too. So I will put decorate with some basil. You can also add basil to
Mm.
Penang. It goes really well together.
The thing with the rice cooker is also like it's always perfect. The rice is always perfectly cooked. It's never burned. It's never and if it's too little cooked, you just cook it. Oh, wow, it's
That
gorgeous.
looks very beautiful.
Thank you. So I'm gonna take you to the rice cooker. So we have this Penang, and then, but I mean, the rice cooker that I'm using is like a good one, like a premium rice cooker. I got it from a friend as a gift. So you can like cook rice, make a porridge, and like sticky rice, and even cake. So now the rice is ready. So this is beautiful rice.
Oh, and Christina is also showing her rice cooker as well, as you can
Yes.
see.
Yes. So that we serve the Penang curry with the cooked jasmine rice. Yes. So the cooking is done.
That looks amazing. That looks
Thank
amazing.
you. Please try. It's very
Yes.
simple, and you can find all these ingredients from local store, except for the kaffir lime leaf that you need to go to Asian store to get from the frozen section.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry if you don't have that. You don't need to put it. You can use the basil, for example, to add like a spice into it.
Yes. What would you think would be the key ingredient that you should not miss when you're making the Penang? Would it be the best flavor to add to it? Would it be the basil?
Yes, the basil.
The
I mean,
basil.
well, the kaffir lamb is very important too, but
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have it,
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
substitute with something else.
Oh,
And
okay.
the paste is actually pretty good already, the paste.
Oh, the paste is also very good. And just serve
Yes.
it with some, okay, and serve it with some hot jasmine rice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you can also serve with the prik nam pla, the fish sauce with chili,
Oh, I see.
like the staple.
And can you give a few some advice on how to make the nampik napa? Because I think people are familiar with it as a condiment you see in the stores. So it comprises fish sauce and what
Mm,
else?
fish sauce, chilies, red chilies. You cut it into pieces, and then lime, and you can mix a little bit of sugar to make it balanced.
Hmm?
That's it.
Okay. And a lot of our participants also ask, do you use a lot of palm sugar?
Well, yes, in Thailand we use a lot, but unfortunately here in abroad it's not commonly available, or even
Hmm.
if it's available, it's really hard. It's
It's
like packed brown sugar. It's not convenient to use, so we kind of use just white sugar instead,
and that
and it
works
works
fine.
fine. Yes.
Yes. Ah,
I
so
mean,
there's
if sorry, so palm sugar is mostly used for dessert,
I
and
see.
white sugar is okay for food.
Okay. And then Kathy has asked, it looks like you're using the Italian basil. Is that preferred for some recipes, versus the Thai basil, or is Thai basil a little harder to find?
Because Thai basil is a little harder to find.
I see. So the Italian basil works perfectly
Work
too.
really good with, even with kaprao. Some,
Mm,
like I made kaprao with this Italian basil once, and they're like, oh, it smells so good. And
mhm.
it's sometimes I feel bad saying this. Sometimes it's better than our Thai kaprao, because the Thai kaprao that is imported to the Asian store sometimes
Yeah.
it's like been there for so long that we don't really get the smell anymore.
Oh,
Mhm.
you don't get the freshness.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that would be a great option.
Yes.
Um, and also we just from everything is in this awesome book, Noodles, Rice, and Everything Spice, and you can also borrow it from our library. It's available right now for you to borrow. And also you did not have to take notes. Christina can share the recipe as a PDF file as well.
Yes, no worries at all. We got
Yes.
you. We got you.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Christina?
No, honestly, for me, this was amazing. I was in the room with you, Malika. It felt like back in the old days again, like that the endless nights of, like repeating the recipes, doing over. But it was really nice to have seen this, to have witnessed this in such a short period of time, honestly. So yeah, nothing else to add except for that I'm really hungry and I'm gonna grab some food later.
Yes, and for us too, I just felt like this was just a group of friends gathering and cooking together and sharing your experiences. So thank you so much, Christina and Mallika, for such a wonderful cooking demonstration and teaching us all about Thai food. And thank you everyone for joining us today. Please check out San Mateo County Library's upcoming author talks at smcl.org/author talks. We would greatly appreciate if you could tell us how SMCL did with this program at smcl.org/rate this event. As I told you before, it's close to lunchtime here too, so we appreciate all these good tips and for you just joining us and sharing your experiences. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Ha.
Thank you,
สวัสดี
Bye-bye.
ค่ะ
Kaka.